Okay, guys. So, still on the bad audio for the week. So we're still doing voiceovers. Let me know if you guys like this. Anyway, so opponent on the right is playing an Omnimon Turbo deck, which I don't have too much experience with, but seems to be one of his pet decks. So he hatches a Koromon, digivolves Agumon, and plays out Nokia, which free plays Gabumon for some search. Reveals Omnimon, Omnimon Ace, and an Agumon. And I think it was he could find a trait and an Omnimon in text, so he has to pick up both the Omnimons, and goodbye Agumon. All right, my turn. Draw. Yeah, this hand was not very good, but I'm more of a lemons to lemonade kind of guy. At least I try. So we hard play for some search, and yeah. So we got Satchmon, a Vemmon, and a Ragnarok Cannon. And I think there's really only yeah. So we grab the Ragnarok, slot in the Vemmon, and put the Snatchmon to the bottom of the deck. Yeah. I already have two of that Snatchmon in hand at the moment, so don't really need it. Asking to confirm what the Gabumon and the Agumon do. I think they're both just on play searchers. Um, and of course, the Nokia is the one that when on play you get the free play of an Agumon or Gabumon, and then when anything digivolves into anything with Greymon, Omnimon, or Garurumon in text, you can suspend it for Digivolution cost reduction, which, is Galacticmon's favorite thing to do. Digivolve for 2 into a Snatchmon just to pass turn, get the draw. Yeah. This hand is really rough. Okay. So, opponent draws, thinks about it. And of course, at this point, I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do. He raises, and I'm going to be honest, I thought it was over at this point because I figure he raises because he's about to go Greymon, Metal Garuru, and then immediately just Omni me, and that's gonna be the whole game. But I believe he was struggling for a Metal Garurumon during this game. So he just straight delete Snatchmon, which okay, I can deal with that, and that's all he can do. So my turn. I draw, and read this thing over just to kind of get an idea of what it does, which is you get to delete something or have an opponent have a different Digimon digivolve into Metal Garurumon for free. And then I think it's either of those, and then you could if you don't do either of those, you can DNA at the end of turn. So I just play out Zenith to try to get some more search going. Reveal top 3. There's the Vemmons I needed. So we'll trashing the Galactic and the other Vem. Add the Vem to hand because I don't at this point. Once again, I'm still just thinking he's going to go into Metal Garurumon and bounce anything that's on the field. But without any other Digimon on the field, I know I can Digicross into Snatchmon from trash and not have to worry too much about it. But he hatches another Koromon, Digivolves Agumon in the back. Looks like he drew another Nokia. And yeah, so I also know he's got the Omnimon Ace in hand, so I really don't want to mess with that. I know that thing will delete everything and bottom deck everything else, and then just be a nightmare for the rest of the game. So he's swinging in 12k, which pretty big. I think he's honestly just wanting the Koromon draw, and of course, Galacticmon jump scare First check is 14. Goodbye, Wargreymon. And at that point, I don't particularly care how many of my security go away, as long as I'm not out of the game. But yeah, so he's gonna play a Mirai, trash. Yep, one of the Omnimons he picked up. I think that's American Omnimon right there. And I draw. Or well, I go to 3 and then draw, because I can remember order of operations. Digivolve into Venmon in the back. And I think, yeah, at this point I had drawn another Venmon for turn, which puts me up to, I want to say I had 3 at least, which is fantastic. Yeah. So checking the numbers, just making sure I don't hard play Snatchmon and then just don't have anything that I can do with it. Yep, 2 in hand and 2 in trash. So grab all of that. Oh, no, 3 in trash. So Snatchmon Digicrossed for 2. Means I can keep turn. And do I play the Fusionize or do I just go into Destro? I don't need the Fusionize because I already have 7 play cost. And I want to make sure to keep at least 4 things in trash. So we Digivolve into Destro for 1. Destromon's effect on play when Digivolving to delete, at this point it's 7 play cost worth of things. So yep, both Tamers are gone. Because I know if I can go into Galactic, I can just wipe out the Gabumon anyway. So it doesn't even matter. And yep. And then we Digivolve into, I believe that's going to be Ex11 Galacticmon. Because at this point I'm just hard thinking it over, because I can still use the Fusionize, so I could grab a Venmon from trash and then Digivolve into a Galacticmon from trash. But I do need to have 4 cards in trash in order to activate Galacticmon's effect. And grabbing a Destromon or a Venmon is required. Yeah. Like the second part of the effect, the Digivolving part is not required, but the first part is. So once the Him and Han is out of the way, anytime now. Come on, RV. You know what the play is. Just do it. Just make the play, playmaker. Incorrect. Yeah. Okay. I think what my brain ended up doing was I wanted to, instead of just going for hopefully game, this was, I just set him to 1 memory, and if he digivolves at all, it passes over to me. I have another Snatchmon in hand and can play that out for 2, which once you go into Omnimon, I'm gonna get a bunch of memory. Doesn't matter if you delete or bottom deck Destromon, I've got it all covered. So he raises Agumon and swings in with the Gabu. Yep, I didn't have blocker or anything, so he's swinging in for 1k. 1K on Venmon. Deletes it. Oh. Did he remember to draw for his Koromon? No, I don't think he did. Oh boy. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so that's him remembering. And then yeah, so I asked about uh that card, which is I don't know. It's the Omnimon option that lets them play out stuff for free, and then you get to Digivolve into Omnimon if your opponent so much as looks at you crosswise. Uh, but fortunately for me, it doesn't have anything to ignore play requirements. So no blue, no option. Plays out another Mirai. Tosses a Mirai. Draws 2. And we're back to me. Go to 3. Draw a card. Raise the Venmon. And I think at this point I'm just kind of wondering how do I proceed. But go for the search. Check the top 3. Which is all Venmons. Because, it has to be, right? Like, you can't just give me the Galacticmon I'm looking for. You gotta make me work for it. Alright. So that's that. Then we Digivolve into our Search Snatchmon. Draw. Search top 3. 1, 2, and 3. Grab the Fusion Eyes. Why not? Trash those. And then we can grab 2 Venmons to put on the stack. So, grab those 2. Slot in there. And I think what ends up happening is I think there's another promo Destro in hand. And I just Digivolve into that to wipe out his Agumon and Mirai. So at that point, he's got nothing. And I can just Evo into a Galacticmon on my other stack for free. Nope, free on that. Oh no. Yeah, this is where I figured out that Fusion Eyes is the first part of the effect is mandatory, and I had no Venmons or Destromons in my trash. So I can't even do it. But we can Digivolve into the, let's see. Yeah. Counting Venmons just to be sure. So we Digivolve into our new Galacticmon, the Ex11, on our old Destromon stack. Explain to him that I delete everything but that Agumon. And telling him about the immunity, the blocker, all that good stuff. So that takes care of that. Next up, go into Destromon for 1. Oh, nope, 2 because I already used one of them. Delete both. And then pass turn. So he's at 2. I've got a Memory Setter, an Immune Galacticmon that is a blocker, and a Destromon who is 13k. And I believe that's what I just explained to him, is that it's 13k because of the Venmons. So, let's see, he hatches a Koromon, and he's thinking about it. Digivolves into Gabumon in the back. Alright. Honestly, at this point, I almost think, okay, so he plays out the Nokia. Nope, rethinks that. Plays out the big Nokia because may as well. Hard play, and then that free plays a Gabumon. Gabumon gets a search. 1, 2, 3, and I believe that is the first Metal Garurumon he saw the whole game. So this is a pet deck that he's blinged out pretty hard, but it was not treating him well when we played. Very cool deck though. I really do like this kind of thing. But end of his turn, I'm Digivolving into Galacticmon. Don't forget the draw. There you go. Galacticmon's effect to grab sources and add them to the bottom, which plays out the Ragnarok Cannon. Ragnarok Cannon pops his Gabumon, and now it's my turn. I've got the 2 requisite swings and a Ragnarok Cannon, and my opponent has nothing to stop me. So I just hatch and Digivolve, because if anybody is going to run Gaia Force, it's going to be the guy who likes Omnimon. So I'm thinking there could be a Gaia Force, a Transcendent Sword, anything like that. And to be honest, I think that the Ex11 Galacticmon has spoiled me a little bit. That effect immunity. I even told him that I was wanting to Digivolve into it, or Digivolve into an EX11 one, just to get effect immunity during my turn, but didn't have it, so I decided to. I was thinking about playing out a Venmon to get the search going, but figured that was kind of dumb. But yeah, trash his top. Check the last one. And yeah, my Galacticmon isn't big enough, but I said to hell with it and bottom decked 4 sources, which on this Galacticmon unsuspends him, and then I swing again for game. Very cool dude about the whole thing, and I think I even told him I was really into his deck. Like, it's very pretty, and he just didn't see the pieces he needed, which I understand, that happens. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, that's gonna be the whole game. Oh god, how many Galacticmons were in security? That's another problem. If all of your security is Galacticmons, this game's done. Yeah, have a good one. All right, bye.